Good morning from the Jimmy Pipes Network. It's great to be back. Got a great new show for you. Okay? Um, I haven't been on in a while. There's a reason for that. I've been really busy. Something's been bugging me lately. I wanted to tell you what it is. Um, there was another shooting in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I broke it down as best I could based on all the feeds and the videos and whatever eyewitnesses there were. And there's just one thing that's really bugging me after the obvious, and it's the part where the solution isn't talked about. So, I hear a lot about going after the cops and defunding the police and, bad cops, good cops, bad cops, this, that, and the other thing. I hear about all that. But I'm just wondering why we don't tell people not to resist arrest. That's number one. Or maybe not be high and resist arrest. Maybe not grab a cop's taser. Maybe don't run from the police, whether it's a good cop or bad cop. But even if it's a bad cop, let's assume all cops are bad, which they're not. A lot of great cops. I think 99% of them are excellent. But let's say they're all bad. Now you really can't resist arrest, correct? Now you got a bad cop with a gun and a taser. You're resisting arrest. You're grabbing his taser. You're running. You're threatening him. Do you really expect something good to happen? I can tell you from experience, I got a handful of arrests in my life, nothing to be proud of when I was younger. And there was a common thread with each of those. I had something in my system. And it wasn't a little. So I think the real solution, as difficult as it is, we need to stop using drugs. That's the first thing. You can go back on almost every one of these shootings. White guys, black guys, it doesn't even matter the color. A lot of these police shootings, somebody's on dope or crack, for instance, or drunk. Right? Isn't that a common thread? And resisting arrest is never a good idea, whether you're guilty or innocent. Do what the cops tell you. I was carried away peaceably a handful of times. The only good decision I made on those days. When I was caught, immediately did what the cop said, like a gentleman, took the pinch, and was carried off in relative peace, with relatively no problems. Maybe the handcuffs were a little too tight. Now, if I would have grabbed the cop's taser, I might have got myself shot, right? So the solution isn't talked about. That actually bugs me because that is a solution. That would work. That would work? That would work if we somehow taught our kids in school to obey the police as best they could, okay, and to follow the law. Well, don't break the law is a good start, too. Don't drive a stolen car. Don't assault somebody. Don't burglarize someone's house, steal their goods. Don't kill, don't shoot, don't rape. All that stuff that was taken out of our schools how many years ago? I think right before I was born. Great idea, by the way. Let's get rid of those 10 commandments. Great idea. Don't kill, don't steal, don't cheat. Don't murder. Great idea. Let's not teach our kids that. Great idea. Look what's happened. I'm gonna teach my kids to listen to the police. Okay, I'm gonna teach my kids not to use dangerous substances that would throw us off when confronted by police, but to especially not break the law so we don't have any run-ins with the police. Isn't that the solution? Does it really have to be provoke cops? Provoke bad cops? Poke the bear now? These guys have guns. How stupid is that, by the way? How do you provoke anyone with a gun, cop or no? Why would you provoke someone with a weapon? It's just, let's teach people, hey, look, don't resist arrest. Even if you're high now, just don't get high. Don't resist arrest. I don't hear it. I've been watching these shootings now for years. I just thought I'd get that off my chest. I'm not supposed to talk about stuff like this. I hear the hum. It better not be because of my skin color, because I have a right to my opinion just like anybody else. This has nothing to do with skin color to me. I prefer no one gets shot. I have the solution, regardless of color or anything like that. Let's all get sober, right? Let's not break the law. Let's not break the law. Another good idea. It's just not. Let's not break the law. Let's not drive a stolen car. Another great idea. None of us now. We don't drive stolen cars. We don't steal. How about that? It's another good one. We don't rob banks. Okay. We don't assault people. Another great idea. Let's not get high. Let's not do those things. And especially if a policeman asks me a question, I'm going to say yes, sir, no, sir. Okay, yes, sir. That's what I'm going to do. And I guarantee you, I'll never be shot by a policeman. So why isn't that talked about? I'm going to start talking about it to kids, to my kids' friends. I'm always going to add, look, and let's obey the authorities. Let's talk civilly to the police and answer any questions when confronted about ourselves or anyone else. Let's do that. That's a good idea. That's a solution. If we all did that, I know we probably won't, but if we did, there'd be no or far less violent run-ins with any police, good or bad. Whether it's a good cop or a cop that's a little off, let's not provoke them. Let's listen to our police. That's the best way to go. Okay? So no grabbing tasers, no grabbing guns, no running from these guys. Let them do their job. They don't have an easy job. It's a tough job. I mean, that's a really tough job. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'd be going nuts every day. Like it's a no-win situation trying to help someone. You can't help anyone. You're not supposed to do this. You can't do that. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I'd probably rather be a fireman. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that. This station used for positive, sober discussions, and I feel like I could say whatever I want, whatever's on my heart. That affects us all. It's causing a big line and division in between a lot of us in the different communities, which shouldn't be there. That's not there in my community. I respect all my friends. I judge all my friends for who they are. I don't judge them at all. I'm saying I have my friends because of who they are, not what orientation they are or what color they are, by the way. I do what Dr. King said, which is another great suggestion. If we just looked at each other for who we were, we'd have far less problems. Me and my kids do that. We try to do that. We're going to do it again today. Who you are means everything to me, not where you come from and what your gender or orientation is, which I couldn't care less, by the way. Hopefully you don't care what mine is. That's another discussion. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. But that was on my heart today. I feel bad for that family, for both families of the victim and the cop. That does look like he went crazy there at the end. It appears that way anyway. Neither of them should have had to be in that position, though. Neither of them. It should have never happened. Another incident of something that should just have never happened, and the solution just isn't talked about, and that bugs the shit out of me. It does. I haven't cursed on the network in about 6 months. I'm glad I said S-H-I-T there. I am. I think it fit good. Anyway, let's have a good day. Let's have a productive day. I'll send this out. The few people that do subscribe, that have the guts to stay subscribed to me, I hope you have a hell of a nice day. You know where to contact me if need be. Any questions or concerns, definitely like the video if you dug it and spread it around. Let's get the solution out there. Stop using drugs and stop resisting arrest. Just keep it simple. Stop using drugs. Stop resisting arrest. That's my message for today. Stop using drugs. Stop getting high. Stop resisting arrest. You do those two things, there'll be no more shootings. That's the solution. Thanks.